Now we should be live. Now everything. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm seeing the pop-up
Okay.
happen. And here is the thumbnail for you to go check, to react to as we check audio. And then I will go add the tags while you are checking audio.
Add the tags.
Yes. Adding the tags.
Okie doke.
For the taggers. People gotta know we be tagging things. Three changes. I don't think any of them will slip past your radar this time.
They could easily, like, one of them could easily, because I'm like, I can see the one in the car. I don't know what the reference is in the mirror.
In the mirror.
In the window.
That's Rikiishi.
Oh, okay. Sorry, he didn't have his trademark grin, so I didn't recognize it.
It's front-facing Rikiishi, which makes him all the more dangerous.
Yeah, and why did you give Phil a throbbing boner?
Honestly, I didn't intend to. That was an accident of me having to redraw the entire middle to cut out the logo.
Oh. Okay, so that's not one of the edits. Okay, I can clearly see Mr. Galloway and Phil.
Yeah, Phil Gal. That's their new name. Yeah.
And I tried to find the last one. I don't know what the last one's going to be.
I'll give you a minute to look at it and check audio before I tell you.
Oh, we sound great. We sound great. I'm just like, we sound like, and I'm just like, no, he's not smoking. No, it's not.
Blood up. Gappy is reacting to the thumbnail. It is probably too small for you to see, so I will post it in general as well.
Is it the fact that you removed the buggers from Edgeworth's handkerchief?
Oh, no. I remove shit all the time. It's not supposed to be there. But you're close to it in terms of space. Just go one direction up.
Did you edit Van Zeeks in some way?
Van Zeeks isn't on this.
Manfred von Karma.
Yeah, how do you think I edited him?
You gave him a big stupid smile?
Oh, I did more than that. Hold on. I'll show you. I'll post last week's for you to peruse again.
Yeah.
Just for comparison.
Does he theoretically have a kitty face?
He does now.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a change there. Yeah, because I don't really monitor Von Karma, so I don't really notice anything. So I was just like, yeah, Von Karma's always looked like that.
Yeah, he's always been grinning lecherously down at Edgeworth.
Yeah.
I have enough ideas to get us through to the end of this game.
2 cards, one of the Black Raven and one of the White Raven.
Honestly, this one looks like the Black Raven.
A country torn in two. One to the west and one to the west.
It's like Germany, 1992.
When those which were split were put back together, who? I'm waiting for the reference, this person is trapped in a coffin. Oh, fire?
The truth will be revealed. Salam alaikum, brother.
Kunai. It's the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu's here.
'Tis I, the Yatagarasu. You accursed Yatagarasu. K, you... Great, now Kay's doing arson. She's officially become our Maya.
I'm arsing around!
Yes, we're all arsing around on various days and in various subjects. So nice, almost dreamlike to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. What
and
a
even
crazy
reminiscing
dump
of
to
the
pull.
past.
Yes, that took me 8 hours to relive my past traumas. Also, the blue bastard was there. Him and his entire family. I don't quite care for that part.
And the elderly woman found me again after I changed my address twice.
Curses be to me, Miles T. Edgeworth, Ace Attorney. Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly.
Mr. Edgeworth! Oh no, wrong one. That was my Gumshoe impression!
That was a really good Mr. Fister impression, Kay. I see that you too are a fan of Etrian Isekai.
Yeah! I really like Chick's Head, Kraft mac and cheese.
Yes, it was a shame when he died and or retired briefly. I missed his folksy witticisms and penis references.
Say what?
Oh, I suppose you're a bit too young to understand the penis references. That's okay.
No, I'm only up to the part where Sting died.
Well, he was definitely saying, hey, look, a penis before then.
Oh, I'm not a real fan. I just watched a compilation.
That's a shame.
Are you sure you're sleep talking to me right now?
Yes, I may be. I just had a passing thought about this show called Etrian Isekai, and I think you may have been in it.
Take a look at this!
Okay. On March 14th, I will be there to steal your darkest secrets. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. Suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this.
The date the card mentions is today.
Today, huh? March 14th. You know what that means. It is a quite urgent matter. Well, depending on who... It could be Mother's Day if you're English. It could be Pi Day if you're someone who is utterly insufferable.
If you're a fucking nerd!
It's the day before the Ides of March, which means tomorrow someone's gonna get stabbed.
Oh, I hope it's not me. Hope it's not you either.
Well, between the two of us, there's a high likelihood. Although Gumshoe has been sending up some fairly blazing red flags here recently.
No, I hate it. I'm just 5 days away from retirement.
Please stop saying things like that. You are only going to incur the wrath of Von Karma.
I finally found someone who loves me for me, and we're going to retire on my boat.
I already told you, I do not love you for you. I love you for the things that you do for me. When you do them well, anyway.
Aww.
I forgot the opening again. Whatever.
And I ain't never gonna die. Not me.
You can't die. You're too special and important.
Me, Reginald D. Gumshoe.
Yes, the D stands for bandage.
I was going to say the D stands for Columbo, but I like your one better.
Yes.
Anyway, bit over.
Yep, okay. And scene.
Cut. That was fucking terrible. I'll be in my trailer. I'll be in my fucking trailer. Who wrote this shit? Give me the writer. I'm going to slap him across the face.
I demand green M&Ms. Phil's boner is not big enough.
I need all the green M&Ms. Yes, the one who's giving me bedroom eyes. Do not put orange M&Ms. I will fucking kill you.
I swear to God, if you give me a non-horny M&M, I'm going to cancel the entire production.
Who was it that was like the green M&M is too sexy? It was some person on the internet.
Ben Shapiro, I think, it's one of the conservative people, and like, I forget if it's the Kermit the Frog one or the other one.
Yeah, the hypothetically, yeah.
Hypothetically, yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about when you say the Kermit the Frog one as well.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
That phrase kind of activates Ava like a sleeper agent, because they will go on like a full 10-15 minute impersonation of them. It's like these harlots, they go on podcasts and they wear rouge.
It's really good.
Turns into Carl Weezer after fucking 2 seconds.
You know, that works for him.
Yeah. Average conservative podcast be like, Jimmy Neutron's mother is too attractive for her father. She should be with someone like me.
An alpha male.
Guy whose fucking voice is cracking every fucking 10 seconds.
Don't fuck with me. I have an anime girl as my avatar.
Probably. Fucking 10, 15 years ago, dude probably would.
So anyway, we discovered a new voice for any character that comes up now. The Republic of Babal is sponsoring a Jam and Ninja stage show.
Objection! A woman is behind the stands and she should not be allowed to practice law. I have a new voice for whoever Athena will have to go up against now for Apollo Justice 2.
Perfect. What she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja.
I've effectively created Soy Jack Apollo Justice.
And the thing is, it's close enough to your regular Apollo voice. It's gonna be it's gonna be really funny when they're all in the same room together.
I don't know. I feel like, well, even though Apollo is shrieking half the time, he still has dignity in his voice, whereas the other one I have the guy who's just like, order in the court! I'm not. You're not allowed to say I'm not a good lawyer. You're a femoid without the Y chromosome. The Y chromosome allows you to pass the bar.
That's something they can all look forward to in about 6 months when we get to Apollo 2.
You can't practice law and then bleed out 1 week out of a month. It's not allowed.
It's illegal. It's against man and nature and God.
Your tampons are performance-enhancing drugs for law.
Toxic shock isn't real. You just want attention. Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again?
All right, sir. Please get out of here. I went to the body products aisle in the store. I was like, goodness, how many different size vaginas were there?
There can't be more than 3. Come on.
That if we go back far enough in time where Winston Payne is a teenager.
It'll happen.
We came out of the fucking gate swinging.
We went back to, okay, let's think of lore. You know what? Here's a voice I want to do now. Here's his entire backstory.
Yeah.
His blood type is A negative. Okay.
You may have a license to practice law in 17 countries, but I'm red-pilled! I'm in the right!
Lada!
Oh, hey.
Where
Tarnation, darn it! Oh, Big Scoop! Hey, Mr. Out of the way! Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yang. I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yet my instincts are directing me to not engage in conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone.
Is the kid's watching Silver Samurai? Let's watch Steel Samurai.
Yep, we just came back from a stage play for the Steel Samurai. He had a wife and now a baby, I guess.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. I assume that Steel Samurai, even in kayfabe, is like a man in a suit. Otherwise, I have questions.
Oh, it's probably like, Ultraman or Jet Jaguar or Kamen Rider, where like the TV shows be like, oh no, he's sitting down in full costume to eat dinner with his family.
Could be.
There has to be some sort of Kamen Rider episode that's like that, like Kamen Rider, his loving wife, and a child who's also a Kamen Rider.
Yes, absolutely.
Because the child clearly came out the vagina in the full outfit, scarf and all.
I believe that. See here. Edgeworth said this is from season 1. That is before they added the pink samurai.
Yeah.
That's before they really grew its beard,
Before they created Maya's character,
yeah.
Became woke.
Yeah, that was back in the good old days. Back before women wanted to be in the Steel Samurai. I don't know what I did to make the text box move up like that. Oh, I think the cameraman was talking, so it popped up there to show me.
The guy a different. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a dramatic slam right there.
Stop! Hey, do you mind? Get out of the way, buddy. Get out of the way. Huh? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, action. Come on, let's go. Get the fucking go. Stop talking to the girl and get out of my fucking Zoom site. You're camera bombing me. Probably shouldn't shout the word bomb in the middle of an embassy, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Go, my image. Travel across the wave wherever available.
Yeah, that was a very quick text box.
I talk so I am on cocaine. My jaw is locked.
That means it only has to go up a couple inches here and there to say words now.
Oh, I guess because they don't have the money to build 2 separate ones, huh?
I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. 2 countries share this building with borders.
Oh,
what is all the hubbub?
Happening.
Ah!
Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai!
It can't be.
He's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him. I knew it was going to be a Kamen Rider reference. Yeah! A woman passed that out of her vagina.
If it was a steel vagina, that's okay. Hello. Excuse me, sir. Big fan. Me fan. It's the Steel Samurai.
Ellipses.
Ellipses.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for?
Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before.
But I'm Diana Garasu! Looks like it's written something down for you.
To Edgeworth, from Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo-Old Tokyo.
Wow, an autograph. Pretty cool you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh. Hold on.
Oh.
They didn't... So, he didn't ask what Edgeworth's name is, which means he knows who Edgeworth is. And that means it's a returning character in there.
It's probably the Steel Samurai's actor.
I don't know if the Steel Samurai's actor would remember him.
He was trying to pull him away to jail, but yeah, maybe.
It's Larry, isn't it? Larry's always got a new job.
Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera. Oh, well, I'll do this. In just a few seconds, the jamming after the show, the jamming ninja will enter the Republic of Babal. He is set to meet with the ambassador of Babal at the time. Ah, the jamming ninja store's about to start. We gotta get back to our seats.
Regrettably, I don't much have an interest in ninjas.
Oh, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry. If we miss even a second of the jamming ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you.
I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay?
No! I could listen to that a Ninja Mark for Death's lullaby song all day. It's superb playing, and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye.
and his heart-wrenching voice. Now that's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon.
Ellipses.
Ah, those pieces of Jammin' Ninja merchandise over there, I gotta have them. I especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows.
Hair sticks exclusively at these shows. That's going to be a gotcha moment we're going to throw at someone.
Yes.
Anyway, hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, it's probably Miss You under the samurai thing. It's like, you dropped this. I got it from not at the show, and then blah blah blah. It's probably Miss You if it's a villain.
No way, I just know the Yatagrasu was show.
But I thought you said that the Yatagrasu doesn't send calling cards.
Yeah, I did, but...
I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase.
Don't chase wild geese!
They will bite you back, and they will go for the most vulnerable areas.
They will fuck you up!
They got teeth. Look, everyone in the chat, go Google image search what a goose's teeth looks like.
It's fucked up, yo!
That is not
We've got a problem! The Yatagrasu was spotted in the ableist.
Oh, no, not the ableist.
You heard that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you decided to show yourself, phony! I finally got you, faker!
I'm sorry, but you're not even good enough to be his faker.
I'm making use those words!
Probably shouldn't say that to an embassy guard.
No, let me through. My phony is about to escape.
Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country...
Mr. Edgeworth, fuck it! Window!
Hold it! You would be telling a prosecutor straight out of you that you intend to illegally enter another country. Okay, are you listening to me?
No!
Well...
Stay fair, I'm coming through!
Yes, and welcome. Someone stop her, anyone! Open air stage. Okay, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Wait, gee, I wonder how she found her way over the fence.
Scaffolding.
Gappy, there was a stepladder over there.
Well, maybe it was maybe it was a normal ladder.
See, everyone says that, but you're just being held back by your own narrow preconceptions.
I don't know the rest of the line.
It changes every time. Those were the main parts. Whoopsie-doo.
Off.
Oh, great. Now he's gonna be here.
I told you it wasn't me! Hold it! Ellipsis.
Oh, look, it is the Steel Samurai's actor in a suit.
I don't think that's Will Powers.
Why, look how it's here now. Do something about this woman. She's got a kung fu grip.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this?
Sigh. Well, sir, it's, this. Oh, it's that guy.
It wasn't me! I thought it was Will Powers! I was already down, I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagrasu. I came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage.
A suspicious person?
A long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw a person, I immediately thought they must be the fake Yatagrasu. So I chased after them into the embassy and then here and then lost sight of them. But I just know that's the person who did it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Long's secretary, Shananana. I believe is your name, correct? If you're making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer. You disgrace my honor. I challenge you to a duel.
I don't need to answer.
Alright, suspicious.
You're merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority.
Hey, pal, what the heck do you just say that mean? We knew Mr. Edgeworth jurisdiction in the end. And seeing how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate whenever we like.
Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter.
What?
This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and Babalese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights.
Extraterrestrial rights, sir? Do you really believe the truth is out there?
Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside here. You can legally gamble all that you want. Authority to investigate was effectively nullified when we stepped into the place, which means we can do little here in this situation.
No way, sir.
Nah.
Mr. Edgeworth. Wait, this place is like foreign soil? Is that why I saw a chicken race down the hall? I ate the loser.
Oh yeah, she's working with Interpol.
Leak.
Ambassador Pareno, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation.
I'll let you do him.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait, Francis, no, it's only fair, I'll take over. Sorry, I forgot, I was like, oh, you still only have Edgeworth, and then I was like, no, you have Von Karma too.
Yeah, she doubled my work rate here.
Yeah.
Ambassador Palliano.
And you are?
I'm Miles T. Edgeworth, public prosecutor, attorney at law. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant.
Assistant?
Miles T. Edgeworth, what the heck do you think you are?
Your assistant.
Please employ you, Ambassador Palliano.
Very well, I'll be counting on the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. T. Edgeworth.
What do you mean by he'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant?
I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation.
Ha! There you go again, running at the mouth with the aloof expression on your face.
Francisca, please.
I don't know what you are planning quite yet. But at least I do know one thing, that you are now my subordinate. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you should you need a rise.
Of course, I'll keep that in mind.
If you are done playing games.
Right, let's begin the investigation.
One big party.
By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here?
Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty at the Babalese embassy today.
And why are our police guarding an embassy?
Well, on account of the guard they got from the Gumshoe. They call us up and ask for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Gumshoe these past 7 years.
It was a
more or less mutually beneficial agreement, if you ask me.
Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. How many Swiss cake rolls did you consume?
Zero. My doctor says I'm a diabetic now.
That's very
sir,
tragic.
If I can't cut anymore, we'll be even about instant noodles.
What a tragedy. Dead body. So our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it?
Manny Cochin, I heard that he was an admirable person, very admirable.
The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back.
He was attacked by the wolf pack. Yeah! Now he ended up in a body bag. The fire had burned
I am more of a fan of Voodoo Child.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Won't stop until I've investigated every suspicious nook and cranny. His penis.
Master Edgeworth, you are looking at his balls!
Aha, I am in fact looking at his balls. There appears to be something in his pocket. This key. It can't be. Isn't this the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago?
What? But that is.
You mean that case where I was framed, sir?
Yes, it's a piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago, which was then stolen by Callisto Yu.
What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir. I thought you was killed with the knife.
Oh my fucking god, the Gumshoe. Scruffy, at the very least, try to remember the details of crimes you were a suspect in.
Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge.
Oh, I feel like the victim right now, all trampled on, sir.
I suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. The secret to this key is... Here it is. Boom!
Oh, amazing, sir. It's like some kind of magic trick.
I got the Yatagarasu's key back. I knew it.
But there's no blood on the knife.
The exact same piece of evidence that Miss Yu did whatever she did with. I remember this beautiful pattern on the blade.
I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, is it not?
Yes, it looks like 2 interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blades.
I remember Vine, sir. Now it's TikTok.
No, Vine was a completely separate thing. Vine was funny. TikTok is brain damage.
Are they not the same thing? Like 10-second clips?
Vine was 7 seconds. TikTok, I think you can go up to like a minute or 3 minutes or something. It's still just vertical stuff, though.
It's all fucking gobbledygook. Here, let me just double check. I want to make sure I turned off my stove.
That is the right. Mr. Faraday had written that fact down in his organizer.
I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Cadopia.
Why don't you ask Ambassador Payeno about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Cambodian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have.
Alright, drop that down for later.
A knife!
Is this knife the murder weapon?
Some preliminary testing has conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade, sharp blade, was also found to be consistent with the stab wound.
I suppose that means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife.
But the knife has no blood. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the other. The
Yeah.
knife got some fancy ornamentation going on there, so this thing practically screams artsy to me. Just language is hard.
But the handle is pristine. There is not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It is very beautiful. I want one! It is shame that my papa is dead.
I think it would be more awkward if you had, like, if the lady with the whip motif started stabbing people when she had to correct them.
I want the handle.
Get stabbed, because I was like, no, you're wrong, stab.
No, you are the wrong.
Oh, there's more to do here. Well, she said go talk to the Payeno, so I'm going to talk to Payeno. I can't believe that Manny fell among the thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule is tonight is. Ambassador Payeno, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I hope you have these. Sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe.
Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal.
Now, remember, Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased, Manny Coachella.
He was my secretary in the embassy secretariat, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything, accounting, printing, taking care of the national treasures.
Sorry, did you say printing?
Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlet, flyers, coupon, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy.
I see. Please excuse my foreignness, however, I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before.
Oh, yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG8 incident, though.
The KG8 incident? Why does that keep coming up?
He was found not guilty.
So your Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case?
It has been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and to oversee the embassy's renovation. Truly is a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him.
Renovations. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations?
We can't have the tourists and the visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, so renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make the do. I like to make the do every night after I eat the dinner. It is the only person who could have helped to do us is no longer doing it. He is dead. On the floor. And considering the amount of time since has passed since he has been dead, he has probably done a lot of the do on the floor.
Alright, well, I'd like to ask you about this key.
What about the key?
I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy. Is that correct?
Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly.
That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife.
Oh, how fascinating!
Possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key?
In its knife form, there is a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Cotopia.
And how did you come to that conclusion?
It has both Cotopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when he was still Cotopia. Ambassador Paellino, this key was stolen from the Cotopian embassy 7 years ago by Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really?
You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at that time?
I'm sorry, I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. But if the Manny was still alive, he would probably know what happened back then.
Mr. Cochin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Atagras's key here in the present. Time travel isn't real. Alright. Okay, done with you. What do you want, Francisca?
Buy us the Edgeworth!
What is it?
Let me tell you this something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with the respect.
What's with the getting glint in her eyes? I don't think that will really be necessary, Francisca.
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It does not change the fact that you are
I don't think I did hear that. Oh, the really?
I thought...
Yeah. But then, why is she here at the embassy?
The murder! I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of the Smiths.
That's right, the Atagrassi was due to appear at the embassy as well.
Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastrian embassy as well. It was water. I left Agent Long in charge of that case and came over to Baba Lee's embassy.
So Agent Long is here as well, huh?
I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastrian embassy acting as bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there.
Yeah. I'm distrustful of men named Alba, as anyone can expect.
Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu?
That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday.
Oh, so she's that feisty little girl.
Kay has been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up in here, looking for the one who took her father's life.
I see.
How so?
The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret.
Yeah, dirty secret.
But all we've had to go on is arson and murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet.
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight.
I do wonder, though, if Callisto U really is
A
the
good
Yatagarasu.
time was stolen. I was supposed to watch the play.
We were all supposed to watch the play. Now we have to live with what we've got. Statue?
You watched the play.
I watched both plays. Both the Steel Samurai and his son, the Iron Infant, as well as the Jammin' Ninja. There's a possibility that is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now?
We can
We
force
can
them.
force them to let us investigate later when we can find some solid proof.
Suppose they don't have a choice here. I'm looking at that thing in the back, and it reminds me of the Zero Escape puzzle where you could set off a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, by letting the thing go. Well, that's. Oh, okay. The handle. The person stabbed the guy with the blade, and then they slotted the thing inside the handle. The handle's removable from the dagger.
You're right. That's why Francisca pointed out that there was no blood on the handle.
Yeah.
Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately.
And that's where the fingerprints are. The fingerprints are on the fucking the tang of the knife.
Yeah, but they burned away because they were wooden.
Wooden fingerprints?
Well, the handles were wooden.
Oh.
So, like, the wood got burned. You can't get fingerprints from them. No one can go to jail. Cannot believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? Bet they stab just fine regardless. There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Payano, what's this notch here for? Oh, that! It is the feature of these knives, wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them.
We did. Yes! I beat it to the plot.
You finally did it, Gappy. This time you were a whole minute ahead rather than 5 seconds. That's a new record.
5 seconds before the reveal. Yes!
You increased your speed by 12 times.
I'm doing my That's So Raven powers are increasing.
You finally tapped into the morphogenetic field before you were in danger.
Before.
Oh, hey, look, it's a lot of America stuff. There's a St. Louis Arch. There's the Statue of Liberty. There's the
Seattle
Space
Tower.
Needle. Yeah, the Space Needle. A bald eagle. And that weird fucking bear statue with the fish in its mouth that everyone seems to have.
And it looks like, is that the Jesus statue, or is that the Virgin Mary on top?
It shouldn't be either a Jesus or a Virgin Mary, unless it's supposed to be the one from Sao Paulo. Looks like this was once a magnificent grandfather clock and has fallen victim to the fire. If they're unrelated to the case, I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but...
Well, there's one clock I made by myself, but the timer's...
Alright, you're done. Nope. Ending this conversation. Okay, you still need stuff.
I am sick of stories that revolve around homemade clocks.
Let me see. Hold on. Motif on knife handle. Let's just return. Can we put these two together? No, blood wasn't on this key. No, we're done. We're not there yet. Okay, are you all right? Yes, of course I don't, and I promise to prove that it wasn't you.
That's enough chit chat. You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take our in.
A lot of European accents that I.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to be the voice for Shania.
Yeah.
Shania.
Go ahead and try then, if you're that confident.
I cannot allow this to continue on this way. I must prove her innocence post haste.
Kay, did you do it? No! I believe her. Let her go. You know, it really gives the place a mansion-like quality, you know? Oh, these are the staple in every Bobbleese house. I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit, too.
How old are you again, Detective?
Old enough to still have whimsy in my heart, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh. You shouldn't have told me that. I will now portray you as full of whimsy and charm. Okay. Y'all aren't going to actually tell me anything, so I don't care about you. Motif.
Hey, it's another butterfly.
I believe it is a symbol of the Republic of Babal.
Though, if you kind of look at it, it kind of looks like my parents fighting.
Yes. I think it, in particular, it looks like a vagina.
Well, as long as you don't jerk off to my parents fighting, Mr. Edgeworth, everything will be fine.
Nyan.
You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir.
Okay. Combine!
Gatai!
The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Bobbleese species of butterfly.
It does it not it? Plus it says right here.
This knife is property of the Republic of Babal.
That caught me off guard. That was funny.
Okay, what did that... Okay, hold on. What did doing that actually get us? It just took two things away.
Yeah.
It didn't actually do anything. It didn't add more evidence to me. Oh! Oh no, can't touch it yet.
Maybe we could talk to the guy about the Bobbleese, the Bobbleese knife. Like,
probably, although it did give me a check mark on him, so I think he's done. But I'll go walk back over to him.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, did a new thing pop up now that you can ask him? Like,
usually when they hit the check mark, they're...
Wait, hold on. Isn't there's a notch somewhere to remove the...
I think it's on the tang, so we can't really... well, maybe we can. Oh, the blade is a separate thing?
Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already. I've seen a lot of weapons in my day. But knives that I use to kill are always the hardest for me to bear.
Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it.
Yeah, just like how this one is practically drenched in it, huh, sir?
Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. If only we knew how. Ugh.
Wait, now do we have things that we can put together based on, like, the blood missing the handle? The handles are removable.
No. No, it's just the key of the embassy.
So Francisca's here. She's the smuggling ring is supposed to be here in the embassy. That's
Correct.
why Francisca's here.
Yep. Key to the embassy?
And it's probably tied to the guy with all the money in his waistband.
Who's the guy with all the money in his waistband?
The guy whose son got kidnapped.
Right, him.
A ceiling fan. What does one of those do?
Exactly what it sounds like it does. It is a fan that is installed on one ceiling.
Wow!
Yes, it is quite impressive what technology can do today.
Technology is amazing. You can transfer Pokemon from one machine to another.
Still can only have 6 at a time. I'm sure that Edgeworth is better than that. I don't know what that's in reference to, but...
I agree.
When I play as Edgeworth, he is not better than that. Whatever that is. I have to assume it's when he's talked about a vagina.
Yeah.
You got anything? Nope.
Murder in Yadagarasu.
I'm a murderer. You gotta
Can
go.
we check the safe?
I didn't know there was a safe. Okay, oh, here we go. I can look at the knife wound. That's what I missed.
Indeed.
Okay, so that better not have been... God damn it. Let's check the safe. A small personal safe.
This was Mr. Cochin's office. So perhaps he stored his most important documents in here.
Ah, of course it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key. Ha-ha! Eureka! Combine! We know for a fact that the Yadagras's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim. His pocket. We found it in the victim, Mr. Cochin's pocket.
Good thinking, sir. I was gonna check the anus.
You should always check the anus. That's where I hide all my secrets.
That's nature's pocket, sir.
Yes. Meanwhile, women over there have too. Talk about female privilege.
There is totally... There's a
There's a fake
Machete
wall.
movie with Danny Trejo where legit like one of the villainesses pulls out a Nokia phone.
That's funny.
Yeah. Looks like such a serious safe. Scrap of papers. Which might be the safe in your office. Merely a coincidence that both safes are empty. Sorry, I'm talking. Make a triple coincidence because my piggy bank at home is empty too.
I don't think there's anything coincidental about that, Detective.
I'm a good detective. You say that right now.
You're an adequate detective for my needs.
This fucking sucks.
But that's a compliment.
You're right. I won't budge even when I tug on it.
Same.
Don't you ever see a paper stuck on the inside of a safe before?
Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe.
There's a false back in the safe.
Oh yeah, I saw that immediately.
Yeah, we all clocked at frame one. I'm just speedwagoning right now.
Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this safe. In other words, this safe has a second compartment.
What?
I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there is no other lock or keyhole in it.
Actually, there's one more spot of interest to me on this safe.
The additional keyhole.
The back. Yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole to our mystery second lock.
The safe and its lock. Sir, alright then. Since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you have to do your answer.
The keyhole. The additional keyhole.
What addition? Oh, this one? Oh, worth a shot. Alright, you had better not, like, make me have to turn this thing into a key before... You know, I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't trust you anymore. That's something Uchikoshi would do.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Doesn't this shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisca?
The shape, it does look very familiar. However, I believe it is simply a latch for hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Kochin, made sure the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out?
You can't be serious.
Nope, I'm Edgeworth.
Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of the safe?
That's precisely what I'm saying.
Ellipse is an exclamation point!
I'll prove it to you right now. That the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it.
The Yatagarasu's key. Miles the Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke.
Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of the safe.
We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe. But the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key.
Okay, now you're gonna make me do it. We discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it we were able to corner Miss Yu, but who would have thought that I'd see this key again after all this time? Okay. Ah! Wait, has the blade always been able to split?
No, but like, look at the shape.
Yeah, now it looks like it's gonna split.
No, he's just gonna stick the knife in the hole.
Same. The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe.
Okay, I thought we were just going to use the key twice. Thank you, video game, for not pointing out. Otherwise, I would have immediately folded and doubled back.
We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife, but for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks. Whatever's hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance.
Ah, curses you, Margus the Edgeworth! You and your aptitude for alliteration! Hurry up and open the safe, Scruffy!
Yes, sir. Opening it now, sir.
These items, they're...
It's a bunch of funny-shaped things.
Yeah, get out of the way, Scruffy! These pieces of art, they're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world.
I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. I won't stop until I've inspected every crook and nanny.
Don't stop till we get enough. Da 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 da.
Eek.
Scruffy, don't touch those invaluable pieces of art with your filthy fucking hands! Why? Do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break?
I'd be broke.
The economy would break you!
Paper! This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, Detective? A Cruntid? I wonder what the significance of this document is.
It's adoption papers that Von Karma put his son up for adoption in China. It's gonna happen!
Yeah, that's what's happening here.
The eyebrows don't lie.
It is spell disaster for you when this time Kazuma doesn't show back up to like, make all of your ramblings coherent.
Wait, who showed up to make all of my ramblings coherent?
Kazuma. Suzatu.
Suzatu, yes.
Yeah, so we found the key that the Gatagarasu.
Look, every time they tend to go to like, oh, it's a gravestone. It's like it's usually a Chekhov's gun. That's what maybe you dropped it after the first game. You were like really focused on it in the second game. It's like, yeah, because they decided to focus on like, oh, this is for you, buddy, in the second game.
We haven't gone to a gravesite though in this game yet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we're done here. We are. Alright, what say you now, Francisca?
Nothing new!
Nope. You're done.
Gumshoe?
No, Gumshoe's just there for flavor and to help me. Oh, smuggling ring. Yadagrassi key. Yep, okay, I get it. Combine! To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yadagrassi was out to steal is in this very room?
Dirty secret?
Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence.
In that case, then, the person I'm looking for here is in the Babalese embassy, is it not? The head of the smuggling operation.
I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. There we go. Francisca, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that?
Yes. After analyzing the intel we have gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what they tipped us off.
This accounting document?
It is the only one page of the...
Oh. Did I sequence break?
This type of paper was made only in...
Yep. So, like, they got a printing press and all that, and now we gotta go and... I see. That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. Alright. Nope. Whoopsie. Okay, this time for real. Eureka! Take a good look at those documents, Francisca. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Sorry, I believe I spoke on her behalf. I'm not being a good ally at the moment.
Well, it certainly looks that way.
By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. And it seems that you have now found what you were looking for.
Yes, and with this it has become crystal clear that Mr. the Cochin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of the Babalese ink.
Babalese ink?
Babalese ink is a special product of the Republic of Babal. However, due to the special reasons, only a limited volume is ever exported.
That reason is?
I was going to say, shut the fuck up. No, I'm not. You don't need to know anymore. It seems that the head of the smuggling ring was a victim, Mr. the Manny Cochin.
His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere. Being the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation.
But it is so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain the judgment down upon with my whip of justice.
Well, even if he's dead, you can still whip his corpse if it makes you feel any better. Probably won't affect the case. You must know that Manny Cochin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident.
Of course I know, on top of being the head of the smuggling ring. There is a matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Hopefully it will happen now, in this case.
Ellipses.
No, don't use
I
it.
don't know, this
There you
girl's the only one it could be.
So, do you think it actually might be Shenanina or Von Karma's son that's the head of the
No,
smuggling ring?
no, I think it'll be someone else. I could see it being long. I could see it being like strong bad men, just to
Sorry,
like
who's strong Padman?
the guy with the bullet holes all over his cloak.
Oh yeah.
It's Detective Bad. That's his actual name.
What is that supposed to mean?
I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime.
I told you to shut the fuck up. Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are.
Why RSK?
Even your police confirmed that the Yatakarasu infiltrated the Bubbly's embassy tonight. Utilize the confusion caused by the fire. The Yatakarasu stick. Furthermore, the girl claimed to be Yatakarasu. And more importantly than her, there was no one else with the body.
What if I just started to ramble with the accent that just got incomprehensible?
Yes, exactly, but others Shakira said Yatakarasu.
Yeah, Shakira.
Shakira.
That just gets me saying that over and over again.
Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatakarasu is a Yatakarasu.
Very well, then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny the Cochin. Fuck me, I've been hanging around Francisca too long.
Go ahead and try it. There's a particular content made her.
Indeed.
Repetil.
Rebatil. Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Let's hear more about that. They have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed murder eluded us. Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babalese embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl. There was no puppy. There was only the news. Happened. Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't mean that she is it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, do I read the new lines or because like we're at the rebuttal?
Yeah, this is rebuttal. This is like focus in and shit moment.
Yeah.
Documents obtaining some activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. Why? I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Ancient Long's secretary. However, that statement now just didn't sound right. It might be the opening I need. Oh, there we go. She wanted to steal documents from Arding Scaling, so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. Okay, what do we... Sorry, didn't mean to press there, but... Such document. As stated in the calling card, the Yatagarasu was out to steal a dirty secret, which means that the goal tonight was to steal those smuggling activity documents. Your words are meaningless. You have no faith. You're not even worthy of having a faker. Most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in that building. Okay. Alright, she wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key.
Bubbly.
Bubbly, babaloo, babalaza.
Babala.
Right, I can't actually read this. I feel like they're making us use the key again. But I'm not sure how this contradicts. Music stopped. That's good.
Yeah.
Agent Shinanana, I regret to inform you, but there is a contradiction in your logic. Even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Oh, that makes sense. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave the documents.
I'm sweating.
Yes, you are sweating quite profusely. Maybe you should have added some more of that lady's dove to your regimen.
Then perhaps you didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him.
Objection!
Then
No, you're wrong.
why would she needed to kill him?
Because I can think of no other reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact.
No reason at all. If this is simply our conjecturing after the fact.
Ellipsis.
Perhaps you didn't notice the safe second compartment before turning the key.
Arg! Fuck, she got me. The woman
But the
bamboozled
fact
me.
still remains that Mr. Cochin is stabbed to death.
Objection! No! 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 No!
Actually, I do.
God, it is raining outside. Fuck me.
I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim.
She was in the victim, huh?
And then apparently, let me tell you a bit more about the evidence that put that away behind bars.
I was behind you, Bahaj.
The knife wound on the body was consistent with the blade in the knife.
Knife with the
The knife with the butterfly handle lead the mother weapon the one killer was holding.
Nope.
I assume she obtained the knife from display rack and used on the victim. The knife is part of the special 3-piece set which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There was no art or man.
Alright. So I know what the evidence is. I just need to figure out if it's statement 2 or statement 3 that I need to use it on.
Yo.
You see now that she is definitely the killer, alright? No, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me! I saw a suspicious person in a black coat outside the embassy, I swear!
And
You came in because you were
chasing
chasing
the suspicious person.
Sorry, I read your lines. That's right, I ran into his office because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a fucking thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned to the lights, and then...
Eureka!
Ah!
I'm guessing that's Shinanana.
This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream. When I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her.
So the object K felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon? Oh, excuse me. I was drinking Dr.
Yes, it
Pepper.
was the murder weapon.
Brilliant.
But the suspicious person in the black coat came in the room before me. I continued to insist that I was such a person, but there was better to go. I don't know, but I know they came in here. That sounds like the desperate excuse of a suspected killer and not trustworthy testimony. You understand that you cannot trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth?
Ah, she has a point. We can't trust her at all. Even if Kay's words are the truth. I'm going to show that they are within some solid evidence.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really did.
Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. I really wish all the other people got their, hold it lines.
You're not giving up. In that case, I'm
Buttle. Alright, definitive evidence. I don't care about this one. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding. Okay. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. No. It's definitely 2. Bazinga! Haha, the music didn't play for very long this time. Now you're getting my tisk tisk and you're about to get a whole heaping of logical dickening. Is that really the truth?
What are you getting at?
I'd like for you to take a look at this. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon.
It wasn't the real murder weapon?
This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go?
Ooh, fun times.
Ah! As you can see, the Babali's knife has now been disassembled in 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It is all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. This should clear up any and all suspicion surrounding Kay.
Your argument isn't airtight yet.
How so?
It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Hold it! No, don't be ridiculous. What purpose would she do such a thing?
I don't care to know how criminal things. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I won't put anything past him no matter how odd it may seem.
The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. Quick, catch the knife! Hiya! Da 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 da. What is this mark on here? Sorry, that's you. It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means.
No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time. They drink their sweet, sweet nectar.
And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now, to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this.
Was the brochure? The embassy guide?
Oh, there's more. Oh, there's so much. Okay, no. Yeah, hold on. Alright.
Oh, it's an alabast weapon.
Both countries have the permanent extension. Yeah, flower is alabast, butterfly is bauble. So they mixed up the symbology of the knives. Eureka!
You can't be serious.
It appears that you made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabast.
Dude, I kick the early game's ass, and then it gets a little bit harder, and it all falls apart.
The difficulty curve is like a pyramid. It goes up, and then it comes down near the end.
Yeah, because you need a victory lap. A lot of Capcom games are like that.
Haha, yes. As we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle.
Evil could.
Yeah, okay, yes, but shut up. Not relevant here.
I think Chuck Norris, pre-finding out he was a bit of a right-wing guy, Chuck Norris.
Well, him being right-wing doesn't make him any less deceptive, powerful, whatever.
No, you're right. Who do you think would win in a foot race, the Flash or Chuck Norris? Or what if Jean-Claude Van Damme, not his cousin Rob?
I thought you were going to go with Ramba Rawl for some reason. I'm too Gundam killed at the moment.
Oh, Gundam. I like G Gundam. I've only watched like 3 episodes.
That sounds very much like you.
I do like how Toma is just like, do you know the man in this photo? No. Punches you in the face. Do you know the guy in this photo? In fact, I do. Punches guy in the face.
You know what was... Do you know what the inspiration behind Domon's name is?
No.
It makes no sense. But, Doraemon. They just cut out the the Dore.
So he's emo Doraemon? Because he has no Ray in his life?
I guess. I mean, he does have a girl named Rain.
Oh, together they can do the impossible.
Doraemon. God, that's
You're
perfect.
moving the whole time. Tell me you did.
Not really, but
Haha, come on. You don't have to be shy about it. Your argument is still not airtight.
would you care to elaborate?
I understand now the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still the possibility that she is the autocracy. Oh, I forgot I'm voicing 2 women. I'm really autocracy. I'm not like that fake that goes around saying fires. Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicion that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Kay didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Jonah Maggio.
Kay, stop. You're reaching a register only dogs can hear. Just hear the dogs around the giggle. Miss Al comes in immediately, starts mauling Miles.
Missile in this game is played, of course, by Big Floppa.
Big Floppa, yeah, Bobcat.
Missile's over the course of the last few days, Missile's ears have gotten surprisingly lengthened and cat-like.
Missile is on like temporary leave for shooting another police officer's dog. So we got this new replacement in.
Big Floppa.
That is clearly a bobcat, Mr. Gumshoe. Yeah, but you can't argue with the results. Look, here's footage of him meeting Mr. Phoenix. It's just Phoenix getting mauled by a bobcat. It's like, oh yeah, that's good.
Yes, this is quality content. I needed this. The day has been long. Not that long. Regular long, like the length. Uh-oh. Hot dog. One.
Chief-O, 99 call us on 99 numbers and probably here an account for, sir.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The second number 1 from the right.
Yes, sir?
Here, a birthday present for you.
What?
Chief-O, I didn't know you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Chief-O's more man than I will ever be, sir. Really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Kill him.
Have him abducted. Lang Tse says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present is for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you?
Yes, sir. Chief-O, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Chief-O, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying.
Rebel.
You ever notice that we're all like the Officer Jennys of this world?
That's right, you're all indisposable. Dismissed.
Sir.
Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Shanana and she's already filled me in. Sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. And what if I say no?
Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received the permission from the ambassador, he is allowed to be extended the same night.
Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabast has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, only about half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen, we might spoil the soup. You get what I mean?
How dare you make these such assumptions?
Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast, Miss Van Camera.
Gah!
Look, try to understand, okay? No one told you? We had an incident in Alabast This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prostituter.
Look, Wolfie, just let us in already!
Is there a problem here, Regional Line?
Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in.
Ambassador the Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation.
Hearing a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing all good people in that kind of situation. It's all because I lack the strength to govern well.
Please, it's nothing of the sort, Ambassador.
You weakling Quercus! Curse your family! The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang, and it is my judgment in order to minimize disruption to the investigation. I should leave everything up to Agent Lang.
There, you see?
Is that different enough from the judge voice?
Yeah. We're probably not going to see them in the same room at the same time. Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider letting them into Alabast.
What's that?
My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babalese embassy, and he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you bag Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway.
Alright, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in!
Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babal murder. So I'd like to ask you to please stay in the Republic of Babal. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better.
Ellipses. Rasp!
Rasp.
I'm guessing that's like a raspberry.
Oh. Bleh.
So I wanted to ask for a while now, but are you a homosexual?
What? Ask me that in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Franziska von Karma, the prosecutor of your prodigy. It's nice to see you again.
Oh, I knew it. You're the whip lady.
No, back then I had a writing crop. Insufficient memory. Non-canon. I hope someone got fired for that blunder.
I leave the investigation ambulance to you.
Rest assured, I won't smart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagaras.
A smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. Ah, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Payeno for all that he's done for me. Ambassador Payeno, I am in your debt. No, it is nothing. Because it is about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. Wow, you're so sensational. You have really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving to you them wholeheartedly. No, that's quite alright.
Fucking coupons.
No, you will like the coupons. They give you the discount. You buy many things from me, yeah? It is a fountain pen ink, known as Babalese ink. It is made exclusively in Babal. So this is Babalese ink. We make it from the whipped crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me, the ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. I guarantee you the writing with our ink is an expense, and since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. And you buy many things! You buy now! Come back later and you buy now. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. I'm so proud of you. It's truly amazing.
We Vankarmas are known for our short periods.
Ah, that's wonderful. Good to know for later. That will be an important part of this final investigation. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct?
It was the nothing. I simply made the deductions based on the smuggled item I was following.
You mean the Babalese ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Babalese ink to begin with?
That's classified info.
No, it's not! As your subordinate, I'm part of your investigation now. You can't hold things from me. You should tell me. You should make me an admiral.
Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Shangfa.
Counterfeit bills?
Yes, as you may have deduced. The counterfeits are being made with Baba's special Babalese ink. And it is virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Babalese ink from the real one. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babal.
That's where this document comes into play, correct?
Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Babalese ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problemo.
Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink.
Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babalese Empire, Embassy, we're looking into the Sebastian Embassy next.
Doesn't
matter where they're hidden, mark my words, I will find them.
Thanks for the money. Damn it, there's probably someone hidden off to the side. Probably a special character over there.
We're gonna get our info we can on the Babalese side, okay?
Alright, I'm counting on you two.
That's a mistake you're gonna regret.
Yes, I know.
Every time me, I'll rush straight over no matter where you are.
Ellipses, I'll let you know when the time comes. Damn it. Probably... Oh my god.
What's up?
That's mask to mask.
What do you think you're doing to my subordinate?
You're... Knew it.
It is Larry Potts! Points for
Knew it.
truth! I'm a really, really big pickle, your lordship! The raven disappeared poof, and it did disappear and swoosh. And I thought, I'm the Seal Samurai, my sword, I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Who is this fruitcake?
I'm Larry of the House of Butts, married man of the old Tokyo.
Not?
Now I remember, this person is one of your friends, Miles, yeah?
Yes, frighteningly enough, he is.
Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind and you act like it's no big deal.
What sort of bind are we talking about here?
I do like the fucking Edgeworth's like, yeah, no, he's my friend.
Unfortunately.
Fuck. Yeah.
I see.
I feel like Ace Attorney 1 Edgeworth would be like, I don't need friends.
The only thing I need to know about friendship is how to destroy it. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T.
Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one.
That was uncalled for. Besides, Wait, hold on. Larry, it was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph?
Huh? Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece.
Yeah! My Hakushoku Honky!
What is going on and why are you betrayed?
Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? I'm going to die. Oh, sorry, and I am interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play. Why doesn't Lang get a fucking hold up? He's important. He's not like Shanana.
Because if we heard his voice, I could easily go, oh, that is just Von Karma's hold it but pitched up.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like, he could come out with the squirreliest, most girlish voice.
Ah, hold it!
And you'll just be like, that's Von Karma's son! And nothing would get resolved.
Look, all I know is like if it's never revealed, if it's not revealed, then it's like, oh, it was never a thing. Then it's just, oh yeah, just once again, Gabby's wrong. But if I'm right,
if you're right, then I mean, I was wrong about Kazuma. So again, I don't think I have any standing to tell you that you're wrong.
No, you have all the standing. No, that'd be no. Everyone has all the standing to be able to say it, bro. Because I swing the bat 700 times just to hit one home run.
Just like Babe Ruth. And Babe, the pig in the big city.
He was my favorite baseball player.
Agent Lung, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Yes, of course. You, let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bad.
This is just all your voices. Thank God I didn't let you do Larry. You would have shot yourself.
No, and there's like you do the Shaggy voice too well. I can't do the Shaggy voice. I traced after the autograph non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop in case a card was ever found. What incredible dedication to the case. Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well, and his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you gonna make an ally out of this prostituter? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagaras and to summon the Ultra Mega Chicken. He can get out at the bottom of the case, and I'm willing to share info with him. I'm in your debt, Detective Bad. About the murder of Damask 2, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? Yeah, well, what is with Mask Damask being dead on the ground here? Put ourselves in charge of directing things at the crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damask 2, he broke into this embassy and was shot by 100 cops all at once. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose...
Did we already finish Investigation 1?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. We did that, we got the save prompt, we're now on Investigation 2.
Oh, okay.
So this is the 2-hour one, I think.
Yeah. Ambassador Alba was given commemorative speech. Can I do bad?
Yeah, we can share bad.
Yay! That's where Yatagarasu, but keep in mind, Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats, for the guests who've been called to sit in them, were empty.
A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat?
The Steel Samurai. Until a speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in separate rooms. However, for some weird reason, the man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time.
And where was he?
He was on the roof with one of his legs down a chimney. That chimney leads directly to this room.
Ugh. Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking?
I wanted to play Santa Claus!
Well, clearly you've gotten yourself into quite the North Pole of a mess. Alright. Dead body. So this is the victim, Damask 2.
What is with this gaudy outfit?
You don't know about Mask to Mask? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace.
So this thief is separate from the Yadagarasu?
I thought they were for a while, because their MO and targets were different. The Mask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about the Mask.
That's alright. All I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway.
Huh. You haven't changed a bit, I see.
In any case, let's get started here, shall we? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I was gonna say... I forget...
Why does he have a katana?
It's not a katana, it's a saber.
The hilt and the hand implies it's a katana.
Sure, but it's just a saber. It's supposed to be like a musketeer blade. That's his aesthetic.
I call it here, bring up the thing. They're talking about the samurai weapons.
Maybe he stole the sword from Steel Samurai then.
Yeah.
The owner of the sword is a Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. All right.
Also looks like there's the Yadagarasu blanket.
I mean, I know what you mean. I don't think that's directly related to Yadagarasu.
No, it's specifically the thief pattern for
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, you wear the mask that covers everything but your eyes, and then you carry this blanket. Kirby has it. He's a cat whenever he's in cat mode.
Yeah, it's the big bundle of shit that you have strung up. Team Rocket has it whenever they're running off with a big bag or something.
Sometimes they have it. Sometimes it's just a plain gray bag or whatever.
Yeah.
They tend to like gunny sacks a lot.
It's around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out the mask is a lot more popular than I thought it'd be.
I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly.
We got your point about 3 full shoes back, Francisca. Alright, so here's the thing though. No, okay. Mask to Mask is the 3rd Phoenix Wright game. So Francisca wouldn't have been there. That would have been a Godot.
I need to play more Phoenix Wright. This reference is lost on me.
It's fine.
A phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity was an out-of-work guy by the name of Kai Shino. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy's a real this guy was the real Damask 2.
The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood. Seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. And then whatever this shit is. What is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. Here that the directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. It looks like a coupon to Pizza Hut.
It does look like a coupon to Pizza Hut! I was gonna say, why does it look kind of like a cowboy hat?
Pizza the Hut.
What is this Pizza the Hut of which you speak?
No, we don't speak. No one out pizzas the Hut.
And nobody avoids annoyed. It comes for us all eventually.
Like death and taxes.
Death, taxes, in the American way. Whoopsie doodle. Man, WASD is so much easier to use on this than than the fucking mouse. Why have I not been doing that? Querus Alba. Right, that's the name of the fucking ambassador. No, it's not right. Right, they said talk to Larry, so let's talk to Larry. Knife rack. I got distracted, whatever. Weapon summoned display on the small crossbow. A set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Babalese knives. Which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts to the Babalese knives. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, fit each other.
It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly.
This means that the Alabastian knife did find its way into Babal. But how? How could it have done that? Knives can't walk, Francisca. Unless there's some kind of walking knife.
You can't hug your children with nuclear knives.
You can't hug your children with regular knives either. I should know. I tried. But other people's children. It still didn't end up well.
It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh. And when you hold it, you just want to live life like BAM!
You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite a symbol of valor. However,
boy, am I glad that we're out here and he's in there and that you're the sheriff.
And that I have this spear and that I'm stabbing you in the throat.
Just one throat chop to Larry is like, ow! What was that for? My voice! Oh, I get it. I'll tell you what. I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine.
Yes. Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence that will point something out about this spear.
The bent head?
Yeah, but I have to deduce it with evidence.
Oh, the dead body. He was blunt force, and the guy was like whacked in the back of the head with the. Could he? Do you think he could have been whacked in the back of the head with the spear? If it's like a phony spear?
Actually, let's see. Okay, I can't move this at all, so that's pointless. I just don't know what evidence I have to point to the bent part of the spear, is all.
Yeah. I think we leave it for now until we gather more evidence. The plant is supposed to look like the guy.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba.
Bios Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your salary assessment next month.
You're deluding yourself if you think you have any control over that.
The most handsome shift tree in the group.
I became the one and only. I know Bullet Seed. I do know Bullet Seed.
I wonder why you Americans only have affinity for this kind of face.
The statue wasn't made by an American, you know, so go fuck yourself. Okay, it is giving me. It is giving me. Like,
I've heard Shift Tree is a terrible fucking Pokemon to have because it can't learn any grass type moves.
Probably only in RSE.
Yeah.
I think the big one was Lotad not being able to learn any water type moves.
Yeah, there's a whole fucking gimmick in Pokemon that Brock's one was special because it knew Water Gun.
Yep. I don't know why it could. They never got into that, but you know.
Probably because the writer's like, we want to give Brock a fucking Pokemon that knows Water Gun that isn't the Mudkip. Can we fucking just say it's special? It's like, probably.
Well, he got the Lotad first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, photo of the Steel Samurai.
It was weird to see. Well, he got a Zubat as well. Now that I think of it, but it was weird to see Brock. But like, I got water Pokemon.
Zubat's not a water Pokemon.
I know. But, well, I mean, it's like because he's a Rock type, and because I forgot Zubat existed. It was weird going into Advanced without him being like, "Man, I sure do love my water types."
Man, I sure do love having a starter for a change.
Is this what it feels like? Is this what it feels like to be you, Ash? It's awesome.
You know what they say about a man with 2 starter types?
They probably in that they probably have a girl in their group.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So she has the 3rd.
Try that again?
I don't know. Fuck it. I was making a fucking a diamond and pearl thing because Ash had 2 starters there and Dawn had the 3rd. Like, you know what I can say about a guy with 2 Pokemon stars? Yeah, there's probably a girl in their group because she has the 3rd.
Okay.
That was awful.
That was a straightforward joke, and I would have appreciated it. Hey, look, the knives again.
If I delivered it in any which way, that was good.
Yeah. Primiduck statue. There's one of these on the Babalese side as well. Apparently talking about Brock having a water gun Pokemon. Yes, but you missed it. It's too late.
Yeah. No soup for you.
No water types for Brock. He can have Happiny and he'll be happy with that.
Brock should have kept throwing Fortress at like bad guys more often. He's literally has a steel volleyball.
Well, he kept it for pretty much all of Advance, so
God, I love Fortress. He's such a cool Pokemon.
Didn't win anything worth a damn, but you know, still pretty cool.
No, he's a cool shape. It sucks that you need to give a Pinecone a fucking a metal coat and trade him.
Is that how you get Fortress?
I'm pretty sure that's how you get Fortress. Hold on.
I think that's just Scyther and Onyx.
Oh no, it evolves from Pico 31. No, you're right. That is how you get Scizor.
That's how you get a Fortress, but yes.
No, okay, you get a Fortress is evolving him at level 31.
Yes. That's how you get a Fortress.
I was talking about, sorry, the metal coat. You brought up the metal coat, and I was like, yeah, no, I was mixing that up.
Yes, you did.
I'm having a day.
I mean, you started out very strong. We were going back and forth. Alright, we keep telling Francisca what to think. Okay, guess we're talking to Larry now. Larry! There are a few things I need to ask you about.
Hey, how about that? I got a few things I gotta ask you, too.
What?
It's like, both you and him. How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? And Francie, what about the promise you made to me?
Promise? What promise?
The one where you said you would model for my next book, Francie Whippity Whip Trip.
She did promise him that. Oh, she didn't promise him that, but he kept asking her and never stopped.
If it stinks, it's probably butts.
If something smells, it's usually the butts. Got him.
Well, I do appreciate Larry giving back the $32 he took in the first game.
Uh-huh.
That's, you know, and he's probably reminded, I don't know, Larry seems like a bit of an asshole. I wouldn't want to be friends with Larry.
His name
He'd
is
probably
Butch.
get me framed for murdered.
Yeah.
That's when Mindy walked into my life.
I forgot about Bangelina.
She's so good to me, I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could through this Steel Samurai outfit.
Your name blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet.
I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess.
You got it! I knew you'd know what I meant, Edgy.
Not really, it's not so much as I understood. But a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry.
Bitch!
Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight.
Confess? Hey! Don't tell me you suspect me too!
Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event.
Actually, how could you be so mean, stabbing me in the back like that?
Fortunately, I had time to search for a key to unlock your heart this time, so I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. Oh yeah, Edgeworth had to psylock Larry at one point, and he just gave up and told him to come to court because he'd break it out of them that way.
That's funny.
It is good.
What game do you get to play as Edgeworth? That's not this game.
The third Phoenix Wright game, Last Trial. You get to play as him for a little bit.
Oh! A lot more!
Good.
Confess now!
Oh! Okay, well, I was up on the roof.
And why exactly were you up there?
Oh, you know, that wintry custom of the legendary hero.
Legendary.
Hero?
Santa Claus!
Santa.
Claus?
I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up one of his chimneys. Didn't I make this joke, like, earlier?
You did. Smoke pouring from chimney.
Fucking... this dumbass. Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up.
It's also March. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right?
Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know.
Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history.
Ah, crud!
It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as prime suspect in this murder.
Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa?
Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit!
Oh, fuck, you made a Nights of March reference as well, and someone did get stabbed.
2 people, even. Well, we don't know how Mask the Mask was killed.
Blunt force trauma to the back of the head.
That's right. He got stabbed with a bat. Baseball bat.
Yeah, he got stabbed with a bat.
We learned that in AA3 during the Ron Delight case.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I don't even remember enough to remember.
I gotta stop. That could be very annoying.
La 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 da 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 da. You gotta
Oh wait, that's
kiss
Kiss
the
the Girl.
girl.
All I remembered was the melody. I didn't realize where that was taking me.
Sha la 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 la, don't be shy. You gotta fall and cry. You've done skinned your knee.
fuck yeah. Injury to all.
Means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. A Kurt angle, if you will.
It is real, Miles the Edgeworth. It is damn real.
Oh, okay, that's where you're going.
Where were you when Francesca looked at Miles Edgeworth and said,
I want to have sex with your wife.
Okay, there are a lot of complications here. Let's save this for a later conversation.
You know what? You know what I'm referencing, right?
Yeah, he wants to have bestiality sex.
Yeah, no, I was like, good, because I didn't want you to go, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Nope, I understood. I just, there is no possible way to turn that into, something relevant.
Yeah.
2 gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here, and I'm one of them. Yes. I'm beautiful.
Miles the Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare.
Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name.
It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. You would know this if you ever read the Bible.
Read the Bible! Read, bitch! Read!
The power of Christ compels you. The passion of the Christ compels you.
Okay, desk.
This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been important of some invisible work.
Finally sprouted today.
Funny, it doesn't look like important work to me.
Let's see. Smoke from chimney. Do you have a clue? Not a fact, but no matter how good he is bound to overlook something. If you insult our Shifu, then prepare to be punished. Well, exactly how would you punish me? Describe it in lurid detail. How have I not clicked on the flower yet? Counterpart to the Babylonese butterfly is the Alabastrian flower. The flower and the butterfly, they are both lovely things. I mix them up, but it doesn't matter, because I said both things in any sequential order.
Very well then, let's hear what sort of profound comment you...
I feel like I heard them say this when I was looking at the goddamn statue. Yep, this is 100% a repeat. Neither one of them has fallen off the boat yet, either. Is this good? I'm smart! I'm smart! Okay. In that case, I think here we're gonna, like... Please tell me I don't have to do a deduction on this thing. I shouldn't need to.
No, wasn't it the deduction on the spear?
It should have been. Let's go for the sword. The condition of this here is related to this piece of evidence. Alright, don't shout Eureka if I'm wrong. Man, why did I get punished for that? That's bad. I hate you, Francisca. Up. Plants. These are
decorative plants here as well. This room is overflowing with nature.
humans used to live in the grandeur of nature once. I believe I'm not mistaken in thinking that those people truly love nature.
He is
What do
coming
you say
from...
fuck me for?
I don't know. Why do you say the fuck me for?
This. Okay, statue. Strong bad. Desk. Got the picture. What is that plant shaped like a face? Yes, this plant over here is shaped like a face. It is meant to be evocative of the guy. What's in my attaché here? Is it still just the smoke from the chimney? Yes.
Smoke was coming out of the chimney. And which chimney was Larry trying to come down? The one in here?
Well, the chimney's burned out here, and I think it was going in the other part of the embassy, so...
Okay, did we grabbed... What about Lang?
We've talked to Long. He didn't have much to say.
What about Lang's guard?
Yeah, I talked to him too. It's something with the spear. We gotta show something onto the spear. Let's click on it. See your samurai's primary weapon, the samurai spear.
Isn't it awesome to sleek and shine? It just comes at you like whoosh, and then you hold it while like bam.
Do well. But it is just as Larry says, spear is quite a symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, use them by thrusting. I'm not even entirely convinced the spear is up to the task.
Wrong, he's just staring off and just, oh, I get it. Tell you what, I tell the studio to make you one. This one's mine.
Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence that will point to something out about this spear. Okay. No, Steel Samurai stuff. Got an autograph.
Wait, sorry. Go back to the gold statue. Let's just read through the bits and pieces of content. Not natural treasure, only and secretary control. Okay, no.
There's Bubbles, and then we got Alabas right here. Neither of which have a spear to them. They're just swords.
What's in the Steel Samurai picture?
Taken in front of Alabas statue before murder. Wait, hold on. The statue's been turned. I don't think that's relevant here, but that statue.
No. I think we can deduce. Like, hold on. Look at the statue. Yeah. And now we press the deuce, and then it's like, hey, there's something going on. It's a weird thing, and then we go like, hey, the statue is.
Nope.
Wait, hold on. Let's examine that photo again because.
Yeah, see, there's the knives, there's the weapon. The statue is facing towards the door, and the flowers behind it. Steel Samurai and Methuselah are in front of it. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. That's later stuff. For now, we have to figure out what they want me to show to the spear. I put the sword on it already. And I got pinged by Francisca for doing that. And I put something else on there just a second ago. No, that was the photo. Okay, and that's it. The only other thing that's Steel Samurai related is the autograph, so that was it. I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent?
So what? The autograph had like a straight spear. But we knew. Oh my god!
It's obvious the goddamn thing was bent. What the fuck? Why can't we just call him out on his bullshit? This is Pearl in the fucking vase all over again. How do you know it's bent? You wanna know how I know it's bent? Because it's fucking bent. Look at it.
Because it's a fucking spear, not a fucking boomerang, Larry.
The only boomer in here, Larry, is you.
And maybe bad. Because all boomers are bad.
I live up to my namesake.
One time on an overnight field trip, I brought a fake sword and played with it late at night. I'm a useless, hot-blooded man.
Larry, clarify for that me, will you?
Okay, so on some field trip, I get to shadow fight with myself.
Not that. I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall.
Oh, that? It's no biggie. I just not left a hole or anything.
That's not what I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. Somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend.
Man, Edgy, you're so naive.
What? Where did that come from?
Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear, but it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it, because it's hollow on the inside. You can hit it against practically anything and it would bend.
Same's probably true of the sword.
Don't tell me you thought it was real. But don't take it the wrong way, I just think part of your personality is cute.
I see, your friendship truly is something special, Miles C. Edgeworth.
That's not friendship, it's utter humiliation. No! Bad! Hey, we got the spear now. Okay. Where to use the spear now? Do I show him the spear?
That is the theme music for not a fucking thought in his head.
Yep.
Steel Samurai, swooshy slash! How was that? I bet it sent shivers up your spine.
Sent shivers up my behind. Let myself get caught up in being a spectator. How could I have failed myself? Alright, no, that was not it. Dead body? Oh, I don't have deduce. I don't think it gave me anything else. No.
Can we leave this room?
Nope. I tried.
Oh, well, can you check the clock?
Yeah, I can check the clock again.
Oh, you can...
Oh, nope, I looked at the plant. Whatever.
Did you examine the crossbow?
I can try looking at it again.
Wonder why there are no whips on display.
And we checked the gold statue. It's fucking...
Long. What about you? Can I present something to you without getting my penis hurt? Sorry, but they don't give a hoot about things that aren't related to the Yatagarasu. Okay.
Nothing have changed in less than years.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
You're
Boy.
still a piece of shit.
I'm still a piece of shit too. I'm a bigger piece of shit than you now.
Can we check more at the desk?
Let's go to the desk.
I'm trying to find something.
Yeah, we didn't get any real prompts for the desk, so it's mostly just him, like, doing growing stuff rather than important stuff.
What the fuck?
The fuck indeed, yeah. Okay, he said won't rest until I've suspected... Hold on. Do I have to press the statue with the statue?
Oh.
Nope. No, this is generic. Wait, do I have to do it with the fucking photo here and not there, even though this fucking thing was clearly deducible in there? Son of a bitch! Why? Fuck that!
What?
Gay!
What
Bad
was
gay.
the difference?
Not Pride Month gay.
What was the difference? Because, like, I thought we were all...
So,
alright,
so, last time I did it, I was looking at the knives in the spear, and the statue was still in the frame, so I
oh, that's fucked!
I get this. Yeah, I got the exact same dialogue, regardless of whether I clicked on to examine it here or there. So there's no real reason why I shouldn't have been able to deduce there too. All right, cutscene. About wraps up my investigation. That's
the Pink Princess. Yo, Pink Princess, how are you feeling? Still feeling ill?
Ellipses. I don't know. I assume it's another girl. Yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. Oh, are you Lotta? So the
Wendy Oldbag.
Why would it be Wendy Oldbag?
She's stalking Edgeworth.
Honestly, I shouldn't have asked why it would be Wendy Oldbag, but we haven't seen her, and we have seen Lotta, and we saw Wendy earlier.
And we did see a lot of panic, so it could actually be her.
Yeah. Miss Pink Princess, if you would please answer. Nope, it's Wendy.
Yes!
This must be what they call fate.
How could this happen 2 days in a row?
What the? Aren't you Miss Oldbag?
Why are you so surprised?
So you're the one that
we've
got to play this field. Go ahead.
We only been doing it with the masks on!
Yeah, you don't know how to aim your dick anywhere, do you?
All cats are gray in the dark, man!
All cats are gray in the dark. Not all of them have spiky penises like you don't. They're next trying to get some beauty sleep. I couldn't fall asleep.
Wendy Oldbag has been sleeping a lot lately. I hope she doesn't have dementia.
Who can imagine?
I like Miles Edgeworth investigations. I just thought the Wendy Oldbag dementia subplot was like really out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was I don't think that they ever needed to use the word late stage menopause in a Phoenix Wright game, but here we are.
I'm simply overwhelmed.
Well, that okay. Me or Maya, like one of the fays, if they turn like 60 and they channel like a teenager, no, not a teenager, but like a 20-something.
Uh-huh.
Does the menopause immediately revert?
Ooh. I mean, it's their physical body. They wouldn't have gone through menopause yet.
No, I mean, like if like a member of the Fae family is like 60s, is menopausal, and channels the dead spirit of a 20-year-old.
No, I think their body mostly stays the same aside from, boobs and shit.
The yabos. Because I was like, oh, the yabos change, and the height.
Now that you mention it, the way they channel shit doesn't actually make a lot of sense, does it?
No!
You have to really think about it.
You have to really think about it. And if you have to think about it, then you have to think about the fact of what, like, I think the 9-year-old girl also does it in the second game?
Yes, she does. And she does, in fact, grow 20 feet in D-cups.
Yeah, she grows 20 feet out from the chest.
Yeah. 20 feet in height, 20 feet in depth. Z and the Y-axis.
Yeah, and the double D axis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like we've talked about it, but we still haven't opened Pandora's box, so let's actually just put this back down and step away from it.
Well, we'll come back to the box when the time is needed to grab the hope within inside of it.
Yeah, speaking of needing to grab the box, Wendy Oldbag.
Yeah.
It's a letter from a stalker. I just take my break when I found this stuck under the door to my room.
That's from Larry.
Honestly, you have to watch out for these kind of things. Look at what it says. It says, "Oh, Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight." He's gonna fucking fuck me. He thinks he can be the top to Wendy Oldbag. He doesn't know Wendy Oldbag.
She has a fuck ton of, like, jobs, so shouldn't she be retired?
She doesn't know how to spend money correctly. She keeps trying to gold dig Edgeworth for the same reason.
You bust that evil stalker man from my steak, wouldn't you, it's poo?
If you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later.
Come on, Pooh, stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get.
Meanwhile, 24 hours from now, explain to me what happened, Gumshoe. Alright, here's the problem, boss. I walked in the door, I thought it was a ghoul, I shot it 17 times.
Okay,
I thought it was a zombie.
Zombie. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the W for Wendy. Look at the W for Wendy, and now go back over to Edgeworth.
Actually, that doesn't say Wendy. That says Mindy.
Oh, Mindy. Okay.
Yeah. He writes eyes weird. That's what we're supposed to be taking from this.
Oh, wait, no, let's go. Let's.
Sorry, wrong piece of evidence.
I was like, let's look at 2 miles Edgeworth and see if the M matches.
Yeah, hold on. 2 miles Edgeworth. Therefore, no one should have recognized you or what you looked like underneath. But there is that thing, you know. They say people can identify you by your aura, and God knows I got a huge aura.
Kay pops in.
No, miss, you just smell like unfettered ass.
That's my aura. That's my aura. I got aura. Okay, I can't present that to her yet. Don't you worry, I can wait. A present from love. You gotta be waiting for me.
What did bother?
If you only knew how much, Francisca.
Da, 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 da.
What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? What? After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used a fireplace next door to keep my fat hip warm. Is that right? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me. Caress me. If you could please not cling on to my personage.
In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at Ambassador Alba's speech.
Or that? No, I didn't go. I may have the heart of a young tender maiden, but, my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide photo proof of your condition? You just go ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theatre all the way to this embassy. I should admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Missile!
Yip, 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 what it do, dog?
Oh, yo, yams! Yip, yip, yip!
I requested the assistance of a dog to catch the other grass.
Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too.
Oh.
Hey, you're a real cutie, ain't you? Yeah, that's a good boy.
There's a police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think his name is Missile.
What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks!
That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know?
Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go!
Immediately goes for Larry's crotch and just starts fucking tearing at him.
Wow.
Ah! Ah!
Oh, thank God I got the suit, man, or else things would be really bad for Larry Butts.
I got metal cod piece of fuck. Wait, what's that? Why does Missile have a taser?
No, bad Missile. He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that.
It's just a meat substance snack featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Missile drops dead immediately.
That's quite a bit of information.
What? At least he died happy.
Fuck! Oh no! Oh no! Gumshoe's going to kill us! Oh fuck! That's Larry's shirt. Oh, lady's undershirt. Okay, never mind.
I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. Somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. Suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it.
It does look like Larry Butts' shirt.
Eureka!
Did Larry like drop his shirt like down the thing to smother it?
Maybe, but they're probably telling us to go show it to Old Bag, so we'll get to the that's how we're gonna get to the truth.
I thought Larry was fucking someone on the roof.
No.
Laying pipe by the chimney.
I'm sorry, did you say something about me?
No?
Laying pipe?
Oh! Oh. You're quicker on the draw than I am.
Quickest draw in all of Shangri-La.
Except that one fucker in a bird mask.
Inshallah, brothers.
Inshallah, he will be found. This is what I say to my Muslim friends when we want finding Nemo. They didn't find it funny the first time, nor have they found it funny the 17th time.
Eventually they will, though.
And that's when I'll make my strike.
The strike to their funny bones. They won't know what hit them next. Shit was found here at this crime scene. What? Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? I know nothing, I tell you. What? Okay, I admit I used the fireplace to dry that shirt, but I can't really help the fact I had to, you know? Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna, and on top of that I get fingered as a suspect? You're gonna finger me, Edgeworth? You finger me without even buying me dinner first? What the fuck? If I had been the one to find the body, you think I'd be as fingering calm right now as I am? Cameron's missing. The lawyer, they're always missing. Speaking, where's the husband? I got married, and guess what he said? He said, no, I won't figure you, Wendy. I won't ever do anything to you. You're an abomination of the god and enemy.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, now you know what Zeke had to deal with.
Yeah, I was like, because I wasn't looking at the screen. It's like, I know none of that is written on the screen.
No, none of that's written on. They were speeding it along too quickly. I couldn't, she's trying to rant, so I was like, okay, I can't read this in any sizable way. So I'm just gonna
improv.
Time to make up my own canon here. Sorry, not
time to improv that our husband fingers come out drier than when they went in.
Yeah, that's what you get when you have several yeast infections 3 times a year.
Ah, stop it!
You don't know the trouble I've seen.
He calls me his little sourdough.
I'm trying to swallow it again. The samurai dogs are just sitting on the dressing floor, taking their shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, the samurai dogs aren't actual dogs. They're fucking hot dogs. I tried one. I thought they were actually good. I just had to find out. I know it's silly me to think this, but I figured this is different kids, so the taste is probably for kids too. And I don't like kids' taste. I like the taste of old men. You're an old man, Sandy Poo. You're 28. That's extremely old. Your life is practically over. My stomach hurts. I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, Sandy Poo? You want a box of my dogs in your mouth.
Looks like the lesson for today is when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers.
Ooh. Money! The lady's undershirt that Missile found. Ah, what the fuck, dude?
Why are you getting all excited over holding on to a lady's undergarment? Miles E. Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug! Fuck you! You know the owner said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already!
You have it all wrong. This is evidence. Evidence. Ow. Stomach still hurts.
You keep hitting over the same spot over and over and over again. The wound is never fully healed. I look like Zorro from One Piece.
Not strong enough yet. I need to do 500 more takes of old bag. The other fireplace in the other room is the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other.
Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. Yep, that is a fireplace.
Nope. X marks the spot. Let's see if I can't get a better look at it. What in the... The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. Oh, that means anyone can sneak in and out. This fireplace is indeed connect this room to the neighboring room. The
neighboring room?
There appears to be nothing particular about the next room. But the fact that there's nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace.
Yeah, which means anyone can be coming in or out.
We now know that the fireplace connects the two rooms, but how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as Dimas 2's killer now.
No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. But she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with Dimas 2's murder.
But it has everything to do with the other guy's murder.
Yes. It would appear that the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prostituter. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me.
Good, I'm counting on you, Edgy.
Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is.
My lie?
I know that there is still something you are keeping from the rest of us.
Okay, I admit it. I stuffed gym shocks down the front of my Silver Samurai pants.
Okay, that does
to
not...
give the ladies a show.
Your pants are made out of plastic. You're not showing off anything, and it's impossible to bulge. You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. There's the one thing to say to you.
Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. A man is ready to die is strong-willed, you know.
Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you.
Edgy.
Although allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. And that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this.
Alright, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened, it works.
Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as what you did up on the roof tonight. Came into the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. Yep, I see that. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, so then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to fucking lie to me.
Well, it's kind of ultra embarrassing.
What exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me?
Edgy man, it's just what said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out. So you just gotta out of me!
As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie!
I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us do whatever it was I was about to just say. After show, left the pushcart in the rose garden and came to the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. So you shook hands with the ambassador of the Kingdom of Alabas, did you? There's nothing interesting about shaking some guy's hand. Hey there, are you disrespecting another country in their very own embassy? What the fuck, bro?
As someone with roots in this country, I'm feeling nothing but incredible.
Agreed. It's very fun.
What's with all of you? You keep saying that kind of thing and I'm telling only lies.
You're already telling us nothing but lies, so let it go and move on. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know. You suddenly wanted to play Santa. That was down at Gourd Lake. Yep, that happened. That happened in the first game.
That's where Edgeworth was shot.
Well, that's where Edgeworth didn't shoot the guy.
Yeah.
Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal? Probably. Because of the chimney or something. Precisely, you hit the nail on the head, Agent Long.
Andrew's so incredibly mean.
Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world?
Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know.
In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you are delivering a present to.
Your mom.
No, wrong. Mom is dead. Try again, Larold. That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie.
You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that?
In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present unto was most certainly this. Who's this bitch?
Gosh, you know.
Okay. Right, okay, mask to mask. Oh, yeah. I saw her face, and I saw ex-security lady over her head, and I was like, what?
I told you you didn't want to see Miss Oldbag so much that I'd go down a chimney.
Ow!
Ow!
I advise you to stop right there and get bashing of a lady. No matter how old, disgusting, or sourdoughy she may be.
However, what if you are misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what? Define wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. That fact is best summed up with this. Okay, this one I got. Booyaka! This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress.
Well, that's not true, Edgy.
Uh-huh.
She's the one with the hots for me.
Uh-huh.
I just know it.
Oh, boy.
I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you.
Oh, boy.
You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man! You haven't matured at all since we last met.
Hey, Mr. Prostituter. Yes? This guy, he's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way.
Hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do you have to be the one to make me have some sort of bad guy?
To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. Larry. But we're not in court at the moment.
Shut up! I see what's going on here, and it looks just like what you do in court.
I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Long C says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. And Mrs. Oldbag, do not start talking about tongues or drying, or else I'm gonna arrest you.
Rats.
Oh, rats! My two greatest weapons, my dryness and my tongue, both disabled from me.
I'll just be over here strumming my banjo.
Alright, using different metaphors for things I told you not to talk about does not mean you can do that. Ellipses? Ellipses.
Hey, someone say something!
Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession, but as a testimony?
So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that?
So it was you! You're my stalker! But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's wholly focused on one man. Edgy poo as they are, I can't drop him and be unfaithful. Although I'm tempted to shy away a bit, I'm not a fucking whore like the women you stand around, bitch!
I'm so inspired!
You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, all around completely worthless man.
You know, the two of them should, Larry and Oldbag should fuck. Just get it over with.
What do you mean? Of course you still got something to prove. You still have some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy.
Proof, you say?
Remember, Reggie? Everything is evidence in court, right?
You mean evidence is everything in court, Larold. But I understand your point.
I think the autograph is the piece of evidence.
Yeah.
This moron was trying to meet up with Mindy because he has awful handwriting.
Yeah, first the letter from the stalker, and then the autograph. Maybe that one. Dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It's a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake led me to be late for the speech. Then to top it all off, I became a suspect in the murder. Why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? This is the one. Boom shakalaka!
Poor stupid Larry.
Poor Larry. Poor stupid dumbass Larry.
Windy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic?
But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing.
You can pretend to be ignorant all you'd like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this letter shows that the person Larry had intended to meet was Mindy? This one. The name. Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons, that is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment again.
Whoa, what the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English!
They speak English and what?
Hey, stop picking on me. I'm so embarrassing.
There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, ain't they? For punching. But that will have to wait until we're off of this crime scene.
Hey, can't you save me from the scary man?
Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake.
That wasn't me.
Come again?
It's a fake.
Said come.
Someone's out to get me, so they just made that fake letter.
Hey,
Just send me
did you say
off.
come again? Again?
You guys are being so mean.
I'm not being mean. Penmanship analysis.
What's that?
No matter who, all people have a certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in the letter to the sample of yours. And we'll soon know enough who it was that sent this letter. It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight, for you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting. This autograph in our mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure.
I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. I am the Lindbergh baby.
All right, that's an investigation for a separate time.
I saw the pink princess being carried around a stretcher, and I got worried. All right, I wanted to go to Mindy's room, but the doctor wouldn't let me in. And so, what choice did I have? It was chimney or bust, Edgy.
Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney. What a criminally overactive imagination.
Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and I stuck it under the door. That way I wouldn't be
Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying the said sentiment.
Sorry.
Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me. Because, at the very least, I can attest to that about you.
Edgy, you're... Ah!
We lost a lot of valuable time because of you.
Ow! That one was like right across the nipple. Ow! Ow!
Your nipples are covered by the costume. Do not pretend like I'm not stupid.
But it meant like a whiplash effect. The whip hit the thing and the shockwave like landed right on the nipple.
Stop getting your nipples hard in front of me. It won't happen again.
Keeps getting hurt. I hate this play. Also, this guy's clearly Chinese and I don't know how to feel about this.
Me being a Chinaman has nothing to do with you, Larold.
Oh, hey, what? Edgy, what does Wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet?
Ellipses, he means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. That's exactly what I mean. We can't only rely on the words of the suspect, after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night, but the blood-stained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene, as long as there is no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite. Ow, ow, ow.
Edgy, that guy, he looks like he's serious about to take a bite out of me.
Ow. I'm gonna do my mouth like this. Ow, ow, ow. And if you get bit, it's your own fault. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prostituter, let's see what you got. I'll be your opponent this time.
Cut the koi.
Kakui watashi desu. This is one game I can't afford to lose. Why, Larry. I was the one who found the body of the victim to Mask 2. Beside him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect Larry Butts, here too. Okay. Far-fetched. Ownership. Owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. I think that's plenty to go on, don't you? Nope. You're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney. We have already established that. Hold on there, Mr. Prostituter. You two are longtime friends, right? Wait, he does have a... Okay, he has a not-so-fast. I guess he has an objection, but I guess he doesn't have a hold it? Think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prostituters do. Agent Long knows nothing about you, or me for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. Rebuttal time. I was the one who found the body of the victim. Damask, too. So you were the first to discover the body this time. This time, what's that supposed to mean? You'd better watch what you say? As earlier, Kay was the first to discover the body in Baval. Your secretary, Agent Shana, was ready to accuse her of murder for that. Okay. So you're going to use that excuse to call me suspicious now? Nope.
He is sus, Miles the Edgeworth! Kill him!
I'm voting along this time. I don't know if he did it, but I'm suspicious. He's acting real sus right now. Beside him was the samurai sword, glinting red and offering up the sin of blood. Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the sin of blood. Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and smell of blood, of course. Yeah, but why did you say it that way? The sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp, but it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten. Beaten to death, huh? That last statement is too important to this. There we go. Okay. Beside him was the samurai sword. What? He can't beat him to death with it because the samurai spear is...
Sword is hollow.
Yeah, it would bend. Do you know what this is, Ancient Long? Heh, it's a long spear, right? What?
You use those, you ever get those cheap broom handles that are clearly just hollow aluminium?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes
That's
hollow plastic, too.
Yeah.
The hollow aluminium ones are really bad because they bend and then they break and then they get sharp.
Yeah, because they rust and...
You can get yourself Tetris on one of those.
Yeah.
The way it's bent. Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in this embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the insides of the Steel Samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. No, I said Tetris. I said what I said. I can beat everyone in Tetris. I know how dangerous it is. You try and square up to me in Tetris, you're putting your life on the line. Larry knows that. He gets that whenever he tries to challenge me with a spear. I got the power of God and Tetris on my side. I will smash you to death with this eyepiece. And it won't bend, because that's not how Tetris blocks work. Can do the early summer rain jab.
That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now then, back on the topic of the spear.
Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, so all I can do now is let the chips fall where they may.
Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever.
Alright, you can't just... Francisca, you can't read my internal monologue. That's not fair. You're metagaming. Bad. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
40-year win streak will ever be broken. Well, it can't get broken now in Apollo Justice because Phoenix is also now fucking like he failed.
Yeah.
It's really weird because Phoenix started to get really over. Like, okay, we can't like have someone actually break the record, so we got to give him a loss now.
So like, you don't know this because you haven't played through the other games yet, but he does lose a case.
Oh.
That may be your opinion. However, I don't believe that's all we are.
Phoenix should have defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Not if they were going to job him out the next year.
Yeah, actually, fair.
Yeah, Phoenix would have put over Roman Reigns, but he also would have put over Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas would have been an excellent Ace Attorney character. Honestly, like, a good pro wrestling character is just a good Phoenix Wright character.
Yeah. You probably have like zero interest. Kenny Omega announced helped Capcom announce the next season of Street Fighter characters by literally dressing up in them in a promo.
Yep, he dressed up as Ingrid, which was cool.
Who is Ingrid? Do you know who Ingrid is?
Apparently she's a magical girl, and she only showed up in like 3 games, but now everyone hates her or wants her to be around. I don't know.
Because Alex was announced, and I was like, it would not shock me if it turns out Kenny Omega is the voice actor for Alex when he debuts in winter 2026.
Could be. They have him there.
Yeah. But at the same time, Alex is based off pro wrestling in Street Fighter Third Strike. There's a whole thing of him doing the Hogan-Andre stare down with another guy in Street Fighter Third Strike. Mm-hmm. So and he's like, his character was announced having a beanie. I want the beanie to come off at some point, and he has the Hulk Hogan skullet.
Probably. That would be funny. Quiz says Phoenix loses cases all the time. If he didn't, they would show him the same respect they show every undefeated prosecutor. No, they really glaze prosecutors in the Phoenix Wright trilogy. Like they
hate defendants.
Well, they hate defense people. They really like they treat the prosecutors so incredibly well. It's not really till Apollo that they don't act like cunts to the defense attorneys. Okay. Possible to use a samurai sword to kill someone. Sorry, hold on. Did I click off? Yeah, I clicked off to check Quiz's comment. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. See, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon? Prove to you the possibility that the murder weapon is something else. I cannot do so on my strength alone.
What are you running straight into Quagmire for? He is a rapist!
Very true.
And if that's the case, then show me this perfect truth, if it exists at all.
Don't worry, thanks to you, I've already prepared myself to do just that.
No need to thank me. I am simply doing what any good superior would.
I suppose you are. Very well then, I will show you the possibility of a different murder weapon. Okay. That one seems fine. Conclusion is wrong. Given the circumstances I'm in, the only people I can trust are my subordinates. Because they're a much more trustworthy bunch than you prosecutors ever will be. And you call yourself a professional. Not so fast. I never called myself that. You have to earn my trust. The only way to do that is to show me proof of another possible murder weapon. There's only one other thing left. The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword. That's right, even with luminol. Which means that there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined. If you believe there's no other door of possibility left open, then allow me to force one open for you. And how do you plan to do that? Cunt. I'm showing you what might possibly be the real murder weapon. Ha 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 ha, the real murder weapon. I hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy. They concluded that nothing else could have been used as the weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis? Of course. Because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate it when people like you slander my men. Not slandering them, I assure you. I'm shitting on them for very legitimate reasons. Namely, there is something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. That item is the real murder weapon. Alright then, I'll play along for now. The real weapon that killed Damask 2. What exactly is it? What we get to touch is this. Well, fuck me. Okay, blunt force. Not the blades. Statues possible, not the paper.
Yeah.
Not the handle.
The statue was because it was turned around. The statue that was turned around was picked up and used as a.
All right, we're using the one in this room though, because I feel like the other one is gonna get me hit for no reason.
Yeah.
As you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it, which I believe that means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it. Correct? Ha 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 ha.
We've gotten a response out of it, so yeah.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the right answer. Two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined. Agent Long, if you could take a look at this. The direction the statue is facing just before... Oh, I wanted to present that!
Fucking game!
Like, I got that one. Why'd you tell me that one and lead me up by the nose to try and find all the other stuff that I didn't want to do? Miss Silo is over there just chilling. Long Z says, just go already, damn it.
Long Z says, I miss my horse wife.
I miss her a lot.
I'm really sorry, sir. I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to compare the Prima Duke statue.
I see.
Wait, but then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Long, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally.
Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but that old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you gotta be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know? Agent Long? What do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. Quiet. I'll take the fall if I have to later. Agent Long, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me. Responsibility? If we're going to talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'll be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then, less talking, more investigating. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Long, I'd like to run a chemiluminescence test on the statue. A luminol, what the You just said a whole lot of words, and some of them made sense like luminol, but not chemoluminescence.
I think you're making up fucking words. Everybody kill this man.
We don't appreciate you bashing on the English language like that. Guess this means that the real weapon that killed Mastin 2. But I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill Damask 2. So the charge remains. We're hardly done examining the statue, Agent Long. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required. You think so? Okay, then knock yourself out.
We need fingerprints.
I don't
Look
think so.
on the base.
Yep. Base, 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 knowledge.
You got Jupiter, Uranus. That one doesn't have a name.
No longer has a name. Not a planet anymore. Fake planet Pluto.
You can name it anything you want. You can name it Mildred, after my mom, if you want.
If you so choose.
Have you seen that John C. Reilly? Is it John C. Reilly? I think it's John C. Reilly. John C. Reilly, like doing the space explainer.
Nope.
We went to two different places when they started yelling. When he started saying space, 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 space.
Knowledge. We know the victim of the murder. The prints belong to him, Mr. Manny Cochin, sir. But that's impossible. What is going on around here? No, that's impossible. Each prima duck statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babal's prima duck statue. Whoa! Oh! Oh! The twist! The twist! Larry never once set foot on Bobali's soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an Alabastian knife. Blah! In Babal. Babel! Damask too was killed on Alabastian soil with Babal's national treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yadagarasu, who visited both countries. Pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form. And then all of a sudden, there was an explosion. The end. We did it, gang! What's up, guys? It's the Long Gang.
Fuck yeah!
Let's see.
We made excellent time.
We did make excellent time. I try and think of how to break up the next few weeks, but it's gonna be that's gonna be difficult or more difficult, whatever.
I think 2 and 1. Just 3 more streams and then we're golden.
2 and 1. Let's see how next week goes, because if we these two together were supposed to be about 3.5 hours, and we did it in about 3. Like we could
well, for 3 hours and 20 minutes, and we did it in 3:10.
Yeah, thereabouts.
So we shaved off 10 minutes.
We could possibly do a longer one on that, either the last one or next week, because either one's only going to get us to about 3:30 again, and that is about actually 3:10, as we have seen here. So
yeah,
I'm going to save again. I don't feel clean. Okay, I don't know what. How do I get out of this each time? Whatever. Gonna take it off autoplay. Options. Back to Tittle. Alright, what do we get this time from the gallery?
Nothing, because we didn't do the secret things.
Fuck, you're right. Did we not get any photo albums? Yeah.
Probably got something on the next page.
No.
We don't get the photos till the case is done.
Lame. Character compendium? Nope.
Larry. No, we should have got Larry.
We should have got Larry.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna fucking play Bad's music again, just so I don't feel so bad this time. There's Tyrell Bad. Thought he was framing up a potato face. Okay, be very careful posting pictures of Rikiishi, because I don't know how he dies yet. I assume he dies in the ring like any noble warrior, but I would be shocked to find out otherwise. Tomorrow has Persona 5 Tactica by quiz. Wednesday is Nayuta. Yeah, that's a pretty good game so far. I've enjoyed it. And then next Saturday, we're back here again for Miles Edgeworth and gay shit. This has been Fun Rimp Gaming, and we'll buy a Nara now, bitch!